Hi, my name is Carrie Waltz. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm going to tempt you with two things for next year. But think about these questions. Are you an artist? Have you always wanted to plein air paint? Do you like to watch people plein air paint? Do you like to collect artwork that you've seen on the easel as it's being created? If any of that appeals to you, please stay tuned for today's temptation. The first is for primarily those who want to learn how to paint. Plein Air South is set up by inviting 12 invited plein air artists, all different mediums. We had watercolor, pastel, oil,
And acrylic.
these artists present to small groups and demonstrate. Then there's times where these artists are out in the field and we get to go watch them paint. And then the tide's turned and there's mentoring sessions where the students go out and paint and they sign up for particular mentors that they would like to come look over their shoulder and say, oh, you might try this or that. And it gives you an opportunity to try to paint where you have someone who has a lot more experience than you giving you guidance. And this year, in the two rooms where they demo, they also had cameras set up. So if you were in one room watching a demo and taking notes on that particular artist, but you really wanted to be in that other room too at the same time, luckily they had video of both. So you could be in one and know you had time to come back another and listen and watch on Facebook Live the other one, and it's done in our private Facebook page. So everyone who participates in the event has access to those videos without any additional cost. So I was just really pleased that they added that to the roster this year. So if you are an artist and you are interested in plein air painting, it's a 5-day event and it sold out in 24 hours this past year. So if that tells you anything, you might want to think about it and plan for it. I think October 1st is when it goes on, when they open up for registration. And you ask, well, how many people come? Well, there's about 15 volunteers. I was one of those. Yay! I love to do that. Being a volunteer allows you to get to know the artist just a little bit better, and you also get to attend the event that you're serving lunch or cleaning up or documenting whatever it is your assignment happens to be. The amount of people who sign up, I believe it's 70, 75-ish. Just think about it. 70, 75 to 12 artists. Are you going to be able to meet the artists? Yes. I went to PACE, Plein Air Convention and Expo in Cherokee, North Carolina this past year, and it was so huge. Hundreds of people came, and you hardly got to see the artists at all compared to the ratio at Plein Air South. So if you're interested in watching and getting to know the artists and being able to really ask them individual questions about their work and how they work, I would highly recommend Plein Air South. So if you're an artist, book it. It's going to be, I'll find the dates for sure. It's a week later next year, so hopefully it'll be a little warmer. And then the Forgotten Coast on Plein Air follows it. It's a 10-day event that follows it. So if you're a collector of art, if you want to watch artists paint, and whether you collect it or not, if you want to get your feet wet in plein air painting and just want to go out and paint while other people are painting, you can set up a little further down the way and you can paint you can try it yourself. You don't have, don't set up right next to one who's officially demonstrating unless they ask you to. That'd be kind of rude. But many artists come and bring their easels or their sketchbooks and they paint. I brought my sketchbook this year and just sat back while others were demoing, and I shared with people who happened to stop by and ask me about what I did. And that's certainly fine. It is open to the public, and so much of this event is free. It's have a quick paint or quick draw, which allows all artists, whether you're professional or not, to participate in a competition. Each year it's at a different location, and you register ahead of time, pay a small fee, and they stamp the back of your canvas or paper to prove that you hadn't started anything ahead of time. Then you go out, set your canvas and your easel up, and you get ready to paint, and you wait for the horn or the whistle or whatever the sound is, and at 9 o'clock, beep, it goes off, and you go to town and try to create a painting. This year we had 2.5 hours to complete the painting because that allowed anyone that wanted to drive from that location, but they had to be back in time to present their work if they wanted to enter in the competition. You have to have it framed and on an easel, and that was a real challenge because it was so windy, things were getting blown down. So we had to spread the legs of the easels out, put the paintings down low, weight the easels, and try to secure the painting with the frame so that it wouldn't blow over. But that's one of the events that the public can participate in. I didn't stay for all of the Forgotten Coast Plein Air this year. My mom has a 90th birthday that I'm going to attend, so I left early. And I just want to show you a overview of what this magazine offers each year. They publish this. It has a little summary of each of the artists that are invited, the website to their work. And this was the coolest thing. The first time I went, they had what they call plein air ambassadors. They are artists from Florida. They teach in different mediums. This year is Linda, Lynn, Brady, and Gretchen. And it was wonderful to have a one-on-one plein air class. If you sign up with their mentoring, you don't even have to provide anything. For $40, it's a one-on-one 2-hour class, and they'll take you step by step through a plein air experience. Hundreds of collectors come and buy work, and the artists are busy the whole time. If you have a particular artist you follow, Michelle Hild's a friend of mine. If I wanted to follow her, I'd find out where she was painting, what day, where she would be, and I could go watch her paint. This was the 20th year of the event, and quite impressive. So please be a collector. Support this community in purchasing food and clothing and whatever you can for souvenirs while you're there, but take some art home with you and support an artist. That's what brings us joy, to create art, and hopefully you can have joy every time you look at it in your home. So consider my temptation. Plein Air South, the Forgotten Coast on Plein Air. Riley, join me. Hi. So I'm going to include all the links, their websites, and anything that you might want to check out, or you can email me. I should have my contact information there too. And consider coming next year. The culmination is a huge art show and gala, and it's really fun to attend when you see hundreds of works that have been completed in that time frame, and a chance for you to select one and take it home with you. So to come see the Forgotten Coast next year, I'll leave Riley at home.